Hello there, welcome to Tucking Cash. I hope you are doing well. Today is a very exciting day because we have the first day of beta testing for Wingspan Oceania Expansion on the digital platform. So this certainly has been a very long awaited project. I'm so excited to see that we're getting even closer to completion and release here. So yeah, definitely feeling very fortunate to have the opportunity to play test the game. So that's what we're gonna do. We're just gonna play the game and I'll introduce some of the features and what's new in Oceania expansion. So I think I'm just gonna place against computer here. Okay, there's only AI and human option. I must say this is a beta version of the game, so the final version might be slightly different and there might be things that are not fully optimized yet. So right away we see here you have options to mix and match all the different expansions. So you can really play all the expansion that currently exists in digital platforms. So you have the European expansion and Oceania, or it looks like you can have just the Oceania and base game or European expansion and base game. And what I found interesting was that so you need to have at least a minimum number of cards. So if you just pick one expansion, that's not going to be enough. But looks like you can play European and Oceania expansion without the base game. So that's kind of interesting. Actually, maybe that's what I'm gonna do because I think for the purpose of this video, I want to see as many Oceania bird as possible. So I think with this combo, I should be able to see quite a lot of them. All right. But I guess one thing I did notice is that you don't have the option to pick between the base game board and the Oceania board. And if you're not familiar with the Oceania expansion, with this expansion, a new player board or player mat was introduced. So, all right. So here we go. Right off the bat, we got two new Oceania bird. So, and you notice that we also have a new food type called the nectar. So the nectar, some bird has the food requirement for nectar, but in general, if you pick up nectar, it can be used to pay for any other type of food. So it's kind of like a wild food here. And one new thing being introduced is that in Oceania, you also get one nectar to begin with, in addition to the 5 things that you pick between cards and foods. So you kind of get an extra booster with that nectar here. All right, look like we have a Oceania bonus card as well. So site selection expert, column with a matching pair or trio of nests. So column is straight up and down. Yes. So you have 2 of the same nest type, you get 1 point, and then if all 3 are the same is 3 points. I guess why not go with that? All right, and looks like we have new end of round goals as well, of course. So we have birds that worth 3 points and less. Okay, that's a contrast to the European expansion bonus card, which count bird that has more than 4 points. That's interesting. All right, let's see. In that case, let's look at the brown power. So this is, I assume, Tui, and you get to copy a brown power of 1 bird in the forest of the next player. Yeah, that's another interesting mechanic that that was being introduced in Oceania as well, where you get to copy other players' brown power. I think there might be another bird that has similar power. So that created, additional layer of interaction. Here as well, the parrot say when activated, if the previous player has a nectar in their supply, you get to gain 1 from general supply. Okay, that's interesting. All right, so I'm tempted to go with just pick all the Oceania bird, and I'll pick the flamingo as my wetland bird, I guess. Oh, let's see what's in the tray. There might be something good in the tray since I'm going first here. So you have a roughest owl. Draw one face-up card from the tray with a wingspan less than 75. Oh, so this is hunting, but I guess it's a better hunting bird because you get to see 3 cards and pick one that's less than 75. That's interesting, but quite expensive. And you have, oh, I can't read this. Wood willow looks like. So you lay 1 egg on each bird in your grassland, including this one. Okay, that's interesting as well. Kind of better than the base game egg laying when play power. So this doesn't require you to have specific nest types. So that's quite interesting. All right, I think I'm gonna go with all the Oceania bird, and then flamingo as my wetland. Looks like food type. Sure. Let's go with that. Oh, I can only pick 2 food. What am I thinking? Yeah. Oh, yes. Here is the new Oceania board. So you can see a few more things going on here. I think one biggest changes is that you get easier access to food and cards. So you can see now just by playing 1 bird allows you to get 2 food, and one bird in wetland allow you to get 2 cards. So that's great. But another thing is they kind of nerf the grassland. So instead of getting 2 eggs to start with, now you only get 1. But you have a lot more conversion now. So you can convert either card or food to eggs. And then here looks like you can convert nectar to card or any food. Is that specifically nectar? Yeah, looks like you have to convert nectar or egg to card. And then there's also extra options here. So for the top options here, once you play a bird, you can spend 1 food and re-roll the bird feeder. So that's gonna be interesting as well. You know, having playing the base game for a while, sometimes it can get really dicey when the bird feeder doesn't have the food that you need. So now you have the option to refresh that, and you can spend food to refresh card tray as well. So I guess in some way it kind of mitigate the luck factor, allow you to have more control on what you gain. So that's interesting. All right, enough talking. Let's play the parrot here and keep the
Pesquet's
game.
parrot. This bird went viral on the internet as the Dracula parrot.
The Dracula parrot, huh? All right, let's see. And another interesting new features mechanic that was being introduced in Oceania is that in each habitat, that's a counter for the amount of nectar that you spend in that habitat. So, for example, I pay the nectar for the parrot, that will count as 1 nectar spent in forest. And at the end of the game, the player who has most nectar spent in each habitat get 5 points, and then the second player get 2 points. So that's additional scoring that come with nectar. And okay, let's see what my opponent play. Ooh, all this long name. Princess Stephanie Astropia. Okay. Choose 1 other player. You both lay 1 egg, so I will get a free egg, so I'll take that. But since my opponent spent their nectar, I won't be able to get the power of my parrot here. In that case, I guess there's nothing I can do. I would like to play the Tui soon, so... Oh, I get to get 2 food. I was thinking, you see, that's gonna take some adjustment, you know. I was just thinking, oh man, I'm just gonna pick 1 food here, but I forgot that with the new board, you get to pick 2 food. All right, that's perfect. Now I get to play my Tui, and with my Tui, I get to repeat the Astropia. Oh my. That is so much interaction already. I mean, look at this. I got a free egg from my opponent. Now I get to play my Tui. Immediately. That's such an accelerated setup.
Tui. Maori were known to train these highly territorial birds to imitate human speech.
Alright, get another egg. I'll take it. And now this is the interesting part, right? They did not get a nectar, so that's interesting. I do need to get my flamingo out, so now I get to copy my opponent bird. So I copy the Australia, so we both get one egg. Okay. But they don't have nectar. Wow. Are you seeing this? How fast this game is accelerating? This is amazing. Oh, they drew a bird. I did not see what they drew. Okay, continue with that. Yeah. Oh, do I want to take the nectar? So I think the nectar is better here. Since I will spend it. The only thing about nectar is that if you don't spend it at the end of your round, all your remaining nectar in your supply has to be discarded, so you have to watch out for that. Okay, still don't have that. And I think one important thing to adjust to as well is since you don't get as many eggs now, being able to get eggs, in other means, for example, getting free eggs is going to be huge because laying eggs is hugely inefficient now compared to the baseboard.
Greater flamingo. A greater flamingo at the Adelaide Zoo in Australia lived to be at least 83 years old.
All right, another egg. I'll take it. There's a lot of egg here. Let's see. They still did not pick up any nectar. That's interesting. But I'm gonna draw cards now. Any birds that I want. The roughest owl is kind of interesting. 8 points, 7 points, and it might be good for the second and the round go here. Yeah. The wood wallow, I don't know if it's any good. I have to build up quite a few birds before I can get a good return, so not gonna help with early game. But the white throat is nice if I can play it in round 1, but looks like not really. So I think I'm eyeing on the roughest owl, but let's draw some card. Ooh, I can potentially spend 1 food to row it, but I'm not gonna do that. Let's just gold crest. I don't think it's gonna work in this case since I already have 2 forest bird down. Ooh, look at this pretty bird. Australian owlet nightjar. So when another player take the gain food action, gain 1 grub from the feeder. This is like okay, so pink power gain food. It only costs 1 food. Or 1 food to play, maybe. Oh, I didn't even look at my bonus card. So I'm looking for column of the same nest type. Again, there's so much going on here. It's so hard to keep track. I think I'm gonna gamble for another card instead of the roughest owl to see. Ooh, look at that. North Island brown kiwi, big point birds. Discard a bonus card if you do draw 4 and keep 2. Wow, that's interesting. Definitely looking forward to play this because I'm not feeling strongly about this bonus card. Alright. And the star nest is gonna be nice. I'll take it. What did they do? Any remaining has to be discarded. Okay, I like that. That's a warning for that. They play the Sawi Wobbler. I think... Oh, this is dicey. If I pick up food again, I'm going to get 1 egg. And then I'm going to fill with my egg spots. But I can't do anything else, I can draw cards. Yeah. With the new board, that's interesting. Do I gain food or do I draw cards? But I'm gonna get free card from the Sawi Wobbler. So how about I wait for that? Okay. I don't mind not picking up Nectar because they're gonna get discarded. The Nightjar. I'm not feeling strongly about the Nightjar. Because yeah, 2 points bird. I think Oceania, in Oceania you want to aim for big point birds. 2 point birds doesn't feel like it's worth it. All right. That's already so much that's going on. Oh look, they pick up food. Now I missed one egg. Alright, so much is going on. Ooh, new tray. Let's look at that. So you have... Ooh, they all got token. I haven't even had a chance to take a look. Rough. Ooh, I like the rough from European Expansion. Take that. Ooh, stew a fish. Ooh, of course I'm gonna take the nectar. Yeah. So early of the round, I guess always go for the nectar. Let's look at the bird in the tray. So the Mudstart allow you to pick one face-up card that's either ground or star nest, and then Pipit, game end. So that's another new mechanic being introduced in Oceania. So the yellow game end power. So as its names imply, it only activate at the very end of the game. So tug one card from the deck behind each bird in your grassland, including this one. So again, I just don't have the experience. Hard to judge if that's worth it at this point. And what's that? Mistletoe. Gain one cherry from the supply. Discard one cherry to gain. Okay. But discard one cherry. Interesting. It's a low point forest bird, so not super excited about that. Alright. Do I want to play the rough? I think I play the rough here so that I can get extra cards when I draw cards again. So I do need some card source. Yeah, that's good.
Rough. During breeding season, male ruffs grow showy collars that can be black, white, or brown.
And rough is gonna help with this end of round as well. Okay, what did they do? Little Pie Cormorant. Okay, game and power. Lay egg on each of your platform nests at the end of the game. Yeah. Again, this yellow power, yeah. I have to play a lot more to figure out if they're any good. Oh, that's also another interesting thing. When you play the second bird, then you don't get the option to refresh the tray until you play another bird. So that's some trade-off here based on the number of birds that you play. Yeah, I'm okay. For disclosure, I have played Oceania Expansion in real life, maybe 10 each game. But now I'm still seeing so many new things or nuances that I did not notice. Alright, I feel like I'm doing pretty well with the eggs, so I'm gonna discard an egg to get some extra cards here. We decided, I don't think I'm interested in any of this. Maybe the Pipit, let's see. Ooh, South Island Robin. If the previous player has cash one, okay. Yeah, 1 point birds for this, you know, not super reliable way of gaining points. Yeah, I'm not feeling strongly about this. Greylag Goose, not gonna be good for any of the end of round goal. Ooh, Kelp Gold. Discard any number of to draw that many cards. Okay. Help with drawing cards. And it is 6 points. I'll take that. Potentially. You know, yeah, this 1 point bird not feeling strongly. I'm curious about the Pipit. but at the same time, also not feeling strongly. So at most, what the pipit can gain me 8 points if I have 5 birds in the grassland. 8 points for 2 food, that's not like, you know, game breaking. There's many other birds that give me 8 points for 2 food. So I think I'm gonna skip that for now. Ooh, this now looks interesting. Australian ibis. Shuffle the discard pile, then draw 2 cards from it. Choose one and tuck it behind this bird and add it to your hand. Ooh, this is kind of like White Stork in the European expansion, but it's an interesting trick or twist to it. So now you can play this in the grassland. Instead of drawing from the deck, you get to draw from the discard pile. And then you get to tuck. So you get to gain 1 point while getting 1 card. Feel kind of strong. But interesting thing is, I don't even know what's in the discard pile right now, so but because of this end of round, I want to play it. So let's see. Still early, so I probably want to get Nectar. And do I want to discard card? Kind of don't want to because I play it and then I'll need card to shuffle with the rough. So let's see. Ooh, my opponent has Nectar. That's perfect. Okay. The interesting thing is I'm kind of running out of egg spot, isn't it? Ooh, extra card. I'll take it. Yeah, not you, Montague Harrier. And oh, my fish! I needed that fish. But what? Don't forget, we have Nectar that we can spend to play bird now. So I think I take the Nectar still. Okay, more new bird. This gets so distracting because every turn there's new things now. Alright, let's see. What's the first bird? The Cockatoo. Interesting name. Tuck 1 card from your hand behind this bird. If you do, all player gain food from the supply. Okay. Big points. Hunter here. The eagle. Wedge-tailed eagle. Look at 1 card. If the wingspan is over 65, tuck it behind this and cash 1. Wow, so you can potentially gain 2 points from this. And it's a grassland bird. Kind of tempted to pick it up. Let's see, 4 turns, play the ibis. Yeah. I think I should pivot to getting card using the ibis instead of doing the... Yeah, I'll spend all the nectar, right? Because, yeah.
Australian ibis. In urban areas, this bird is nicknamed bin chicken for its habit of eating trash.
Oh wow, the infamous bin chicken here. Alright, let's see what's going on. They play the Paradise, the Bird of Paradise, such pretty name. Oh, there's so many pretty birds being introduced too. Choose 1 player, you both gain 1 cherry from the supply. I guess with 2 players, it has to be me. Alright. Okay. What do I want to do? I think I want to gain food and then play another bird. And then lay eggs to tuck on the ibis. And then potentially cycle for the wedge tail with my ruff. Does that make sense? Yeah. So potentially play the kiwi here. So to play the kiwi, let's see. Okay. But the thing is, if I activate forest now, my opponent doesn't have a nectar. So maybe I lake first. Yeah. Let's see what I get. Do you want to shuffle the discard? Yeah, let's see what do I have. Oh, these are the discard. Yeah, I'll keep the big point bird, I guess. Wait a second. What about tuck? Did I get a tuck? Choose 2 card and tuck. Choose one and tuck it behind this bird and add it to. Draw 2 from it. Choose one and tuck it behind this bird or add it to your hand. Oh, it's not. It's not. Pick the card and tuck. Okay, it's not. It's not what I thought. You either tuck or you pick up the card. So now I have this extra card. All right. So I think what do I do now? I think I pick up food to play the kiwi. Does that make sense? Hopefully it does. I do like the rodent. I need this. My opponent has nectar now. They do have nectar, so I'm gonna give him 1 extra nectar. Yeah, nectar is always good. I'm gonna spend all the nectar to play my kiwi. Spend a card to play the bird to get another food. Sure, why not? Yeah, sure, why not? I don't feel strongly about playing the roughest owl. Actually, maybe keep the card. And then, okay, I get 1 of this. Do I want egg or do I want food? I feel like I'm filling out of egg spots here, but you know, eggs is points. I'll take it. And I get nectar. Alright. I like the little warning that tell you you're gonna discard the nectar, so you better spend it. And yeah, it's an interesting game that I'm running out of egg spots. Alright, they pick up the pipit and play the pipit. So I'm gonna play the kiwi and see what's up. Let's see what's up. Okay. Do I need a grain? How about I spend the cherry? Oh no, I have to. How does this work? Yeah, I have to spend the grain. Okay.
North Island brown kiwi.
Now
the brown kiwi's egg grows to take up 20% of the mother's body mass before being laid.
Alright, now I get a choice of 2 bonus cards. So this is new. Consecutive bird in forest with ascending or descending wingspan. So I have an ascending trend going on, so I can potentially build on that. Bird bender, I just need 1 more bird. Citizen site is not great. This is the same, but wetland. I also have a descending order. I feel like forest is easier because I just need to play 1 more to get 3 points here. Alright. Alright, cycle time. Not you. Not you. Big point, roughest owl. I kind of like it. Okay, definitely want the wedge tail, but let's see. Man duck. Ooh, is this a tucking bird for wetland engine? Tuck up to 3 cards from your hand behind this bird. If you tuck at least 1, gain 1 supply. Okay, this is gonna be another massive wetland tucking bird in the wetland. Tuck up to 3 cards. If you tuck at least 1, gain a supply. Okay, wow, that's quite strong. All right, let's see what else. Ooh, another big hunter. White-faced heron. So reset the feeder, gain all the fish. If there are any, you may catch any. Okay, interesting. I'll take this. All right, I'm going first. Let's see what cards do we have. Sadie's Wobbler, I know you. Australasian Shoveler. Choose 1 other player, draw 1 card from the deck. I have a feeling that's too late for this. Black Swan, game end, lay 1 egg on your bird with a wingspan over 100. Okay. But in any case, I probably don't want to take cards from the wetland since I have the ibis. So I guess I continue to get food to play more birds. That's how I'm feeling. Is it too late to play the man duck? The man duck is like a 2 points engine, 2 points engine, and then potentially flamingo. Yeah, the manta could be an engine bird. But we will see. I'm really not feeling strongly about the manta. It is 2 points and it's kind of late into round 3. I think that's kind of bygone, so... what do I want? Ooh, that's dicey. I don't want cherry, but at the same time, I'm filling up of egg space. Alright, maybe I'll take the cherry. Don't have nectar. Okay, fine. I'm not even paying attention to the nectar here. It's kind of hard. So much going on. Let's see how they're doing. They're 2-1-0. Okay, I'm definitely winning all the categories here. Alright. Maybe play the wagtail first. So if I activate my grassland, I can potentially get some points here.
Wedge-tailed eagle. These eagles can take large prey, including possums, kangaroos, and wallabies.
Alright, they play the nuthatch. Alright. So what do I do now? I can spend a food to lay more eggs. Do I want to do that? I'm running out of egg space though. Oop, got it. Oh, that's another thing. So in the Oceania, they introduced the wingless bird or flightless bird. So they have a star wingspan, so that counts for any wingspan. So in this case, always a success for the hunt. The emu. And wow, I get 2 points from that. That's amazing. In that case, if it's late game, maybe I tug, or do I play the wallow here? I don't think I play the wallow. I'm running out of egg space, so I think I'm gonna tug. So that's 5 points. Okay, that's not bad. Got some familiar feeling of playing the grassland engine. But again, this is a very interesting game. I'm running out of egg space. I don't know what's going on. I'm running out of egg space. I'm definitely not managing this well. Lots of low point birds. So the zebra finch, if previous player has grain, tuck a card from the deck. Okay. Yeah. A lot of relying on other player having food. A lot of end game laying birds power. You know, my base game mentality, I'm still looking forward to build like an engine here, but I know that's not the objectives here. I think I gotta pick up some cards here to see what my options are. I think the ibis, yeah, it's all the discarded cards, so I'll need the card for tugging on the rough anyway, so I might as well pick up card now. And I will spend an egg to get extra cards. Let's see. Okay. Ooh, it's double quill. Discard up to 6 food. Lay 1 on this bird for each discarded food. Okay, that's interesting. I do have a good access to food sources. Many fruit dove. All player gain a cherry. You gain 1 additional 2-point burst too late. Well, Tony's wobbler. Ooh, that's interesting. That's really interesting. Now I get to play extra bird, and I already done all the actions. Definitely looking at you. So I guess not you. Red kite, you're all right. Yeah, so I already scored for bird bender, so forest, I definitely will score that. Black swan, okay. I think I definitely need to play Motoni Wobbler. But what's the extra birds I want to play? You know? Play a Motoni Wobbler, get food, and then play one of the birds. I don't know which one yet.
Maltoni's warbler. Maltoni was a 20th century Italian ornithologist.
Alright, they lay eggs. Interesting. Alright, so there are 2 for the end of round goal. I have 4, so I'm doing very well. So yeah, I think I pick up food and play a bird, right? Or do I even need to pick up food? I do. If I don't, the best I can play is maybe the stubble quill or the red kite. So fine. I think I do pick up food here. Even though the food are not exactly what I need. Do I pick up food? It feels bad kind of picking up food here. I don't know why. I think worst case scenario is I play the stubble quill. Okay, do I pick up? I think does the discard happen first, or do I get to activate my 2 power? That's a good question. At the end of the game, I don't remember. Just to be safe. Yeah, just to be safe, I'm not gonna pick up that. Okay, what do I want? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, if I get a cherry, then I can play the stubble quill. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's enough for me to cash 6 food. Yeah. Yeah, I don't remember. Do you discard all the nectar first? Or do you get to activate your 2 power? Alright. Alright, in the interest of gaining more points, I think I'm gonna discard all these big point birds and hope to draw more big point birds. Chief Shaft. Silver Eye. All player gain 1 nectar. So you can play this in the grassland. So it's kind of like Hummingbird, but on steroid because you're only getting nectar. Sparrowhawk, okay. Okay. So I can really play the Sparrowhawk or the Stubble Quill. I think I play the Sparrowhawk first. Because the Stubble Quill, yeah, I'll worry about that, you know, later if I need to. Sparrowhawks. Okay. Wow. That's a great thing about
Eurasian
Wingspan.
sparrowhawk. Sparrowhawk populations declined with the introduction of agricultural insecticides.
That's a great thing about Wingspan. You know, I've played this game for more than 1,000 hours and 1,000 games. And with each new expansion, it still brings so many new excitement and new strategy and new way to think about the game. Yeah, this game is amazing. All right, I'm thinking. You see, even at this point, in typical game, I would be so sure what I need to do. I just need to run the grassland, but in this game, I'm not so sure. Like, maybe I get cards so that I have cards for rough, and then I can use the Motoni Wobbler, or if I just play a squill and then lay eggs. But I think I have to pick up cards here because I have so little egg spots. There's no way I can run my grassland engine in the traditional sense. So yeah, I think I am going to draw some cards. So more end game that lay eggs. Lorikeet. Discard if you do gain 2 food, so exchange 1 nectar for 2 food. Yeah, all these are kind of late. Oh, the white wagtails is interesting because that means I can double up on the teal power to play a lot of birds. Potentially looking at that. So in that case, I think I will discard an egg to gain some cards here. Alright, get 3 cards. Low point birds, pink power. But that looks like a good early game power because when another player gains food, you get to get food. And it's cheap to play. Not in the game. Not you, roller. Oh, that means I have to pick the wagtail. Okay, I'll take it. Ooh, little penguin, big point birds. All right. So 4 turns. I want to play the stub quill. I want to play the white wagtail. 1, 2, 3. Gain food, and then 4 legs, and then I get to play 2 more birds. Something like that. Okay. So that means... Alright. I do want to see what birds I can get with the ibis here. So stubble quill definitely need to be played anyway. I might as well play it now so that I can get the 4 eggs. So let's see, where are you? Okay.
Stubble quail. This common quail's kidneys are adapted to need very little water.
Wow, 1 food for 10 points. That's pretty good deal. But of course you need to have very good access to food. Oh, they play the willy wagtail. They also have a willy wagtail. I thought mine is a willy wagtail, but mine's a white wagtail. Okay, what did I do? Draw cards, okay, in the grassland. Definitely looking out for that bird. Alright, I'm gonna do my thing. How am I doing on my bonus card? Alright. Alright, ooh. Yeah, I have to hunt greater than 65. Ooh! Look at this. Bonelli Eagles make a comeback. Alright, who would have thought? Who would have thought? Bonelli's Eagle make a comeback. That's interesting. So now that's interesting, right? Because I can gain food and play the willy whitetail. But with the Bonelli's Eagle, I will spend all the cards to play the whitetail. Like, yeah, I don't have 2 birds to play. That's what I'm saying. So I don't think the whitetail is worth it anymore. So I think what I'm gonna do is just lay eggs for 2 more turns. And I think I have exactly the right amount of egg spots for that. And there you go. That's 2 points, so that's 6 points. And whether I tuck now or tuck with the rough is the same. I'll take the 1 point now. So that's 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 points engine. Very unconventional, but I guess I still ended up running a grassland engine here. All right, just gonna wait one more time. Oh, wait a second. Okay, I need to play the Bonellis now instead of laying eggs. I thought I get to activate my Motoni Wobbler, but I did not gain food. Okay. I think going up there, I spend 1 more egg, but I get additional 2 points for the bonus cards, so that's worth it. So yeah. Wow. That was such a fun game. So much happening. So many new birds. Just really can't wait to play more Oceania. I mean, that is... Okay, I guess now you get to activate all the yellow power. And then now discount the the nectar points. Yep, for 3 habitat. Wow, I ended up tying. Yeah, I didn't even pay attention to all the nectar point. But that's the whole thing. There's so much going on with Oceania Expansion, with the new board. Just yeah, I'm so excited just talking about this. It really brushed up the game all over again. I'm curious. I don't even know what score I'm scoring in this game. I know it went pretty well. Um, wow, 124. I would say that's a pretty good score. I'll take that. Um, yeah, the game it's just so different from the base game. That's a lot more lenient. About like picking up food, playing cards. I think this game I definitely benefited a lot from the free eggs uh, from our opponent. That really set up my early game tempo because otherwise laying eggs in early game is terrible. And yeah, a lot of MVP bird, the Chewies being able to repeat my opponent birds to get eggs. The the eagle here get 11 points from 2 successful hunt, and the stubble quill as well. If you have good access to food, that's such a good bird. Yeah, in any case, that was the game. I hope you have a chance to play Oceania in the future, now, whenever. This is so great. I'm so excited about this. I hope you enjoyed watching this. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.